Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. So today we're diving into something that has literally become one of the most talked about buzzwords in the entire AI space right now. We are talking about prompt engineering. Now look, I know exactly what you might be thinking. When you hear prompt engineering, it sounds kind of intimidating, right? It sounds super technical, like you need to be a coder or have some advanced computer science degree just to wrap your head around it. But honestly, it's actually way simpler than people think, and I'm so excited to break it all down for you. Actually, let me ask you a question. Have you ever typed a question into ChatGPT or maybe asked an AI to help you write a quick email? Well, if you have, then guess what? Chances are you've already done prompt engineering without even realizing it. Because at the end of the day, it's fundamentally just learning how to communicate properly with AI. That's the big secret. It's not some dark magic, it's just communication. So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. First up, the definition. Second, the importance. Third, the techniques to actually master it. Fourth, career opportunities. And finally, the future of this skill. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, definition. What exactly is prompt engineering? All right, let's strip away all the confusing jargon. Prompt engineering is simply the process of giving clear, structured, and smart instructions to AI tools so that you get better results. That is the whole shebang. Think of the AI as this incredibly capable but extremely literal assistant, and you are its helpful mentor. The prompt is just your instruction, and the engineering part, well, that just means tweaking and improving the way you ask. Because the really fascinating thing about tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or Midjourney is that they'll give you completely different answers based on exactly how you phrase your request. Let me show you what I mean. If you give a generic prompt, say, write me a script, you're gonna get a pretty generic result back. But if you give a detailed prompt, something like, write me a 2-minute beginner-friendly YouTube script in a conversational tone explaining personal finance with examples. Boom, suddenly the output becomes incredibly specific and just way, way better. Remember, it's the exact same AI, but a different prompt yields a vastly superior result. And that right there, that difference is prompt engineering. Moving right along. Section 2, importance. Let's talk about why good prompts actually matter. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but why is this such a massive deal right now? Well, it's because AI is creeping into almost everything we do, and the better you communicate with it, the more powerful it becomes for you. Think of prompts as the vital directions guiding the machine. It's like the rule of 4. Good prompts are clear, detailed, structured, and contextual. If your directions are confusing, the AI's result is going to be confusing. It's that simple. But when you give clear context using these 4 pillars, you become highly, highly productive. And this brilliantly illustrates just how huge this is. This is the part that genuinely surprises a lot of people. Prompt engineering is literally everywhere. You've got students using it to create study notes, content creators generating scripts, businesses using it for marketing, developers coding faster, designers making stunning graphics. Heck, even filmmakers are generating cinematic storyboards with tools like Sora and Midjourney. The idea has spread like wildfire. All those amazing AI videos you see online, they all start with one simple thing: a really good prompt. All right, section 3, techniques. Mastering the perfect prompt. So let's look at how a basic question actually evolves into a master level prompt, because not all prompts are created equal. Step 1 is simple: explain stocks. Okay, fine. But step 2 makes it detailed. Explain stocks to a complete beginner using real-life examples. Better, right? Step 3, we add a role. Act as a financial advisor and explain SIPs to a beginner. And finally, step 4 makes it structured. Explain how to start freelancing in 5 steps. Do you see how we build that up? Good prompting is this awesome mix of communication, creativity, logic, and clarity. But, it's not foolproof. There are some huge pitfalls. Here are the biggest mistakes beginners make. Usually people just blame the AI when they get a weird result, but actually, scratch that, it's almost always the prompt. Beginners tend to give super vague instructions, provide absolutely zero context, and just expect instant, flawless answers. Or worse, they blindly trust every single thing the AI spits out. No way, you can't do that. AI makes mistakes. Prompting isn't just asking a question, it's learning how to guide, refine, and critically think about what the AI is giving you. Which brings us to section 4, careers. A prompt engineering career. So, the burning question: can this actually become a real job? Can you really make a living doing this? The answer is a resounding, absolute yes. Massive tech giants are actively hiring for these skills. We're talking OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Anthropic, Meta, plus a ton of startups. But let me be perfectly clear here. They don't just want someone who types words into a chat box. They want problem solvers. They're looking for people who understand AI workflows, automation, chatbot optimization, and business use cases. When you combine prompt engineering with another skill like marketing or coding, it is a real game changer. Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer earning potential. To put it into perspective, in India, beginner AI roles are ranging from 6 to 15 lakh rupees a year. And internationally, especially in the US, some of these prompt engineering roles are offering $80,000 to $150,000, and sometimes way more. The financial incentive to figure this out is absolutely massive. And that leads us perfectly into Section 5, the future. Your future with AI. So how accessible is all this? What does it mean for you long term? Look, I want to empower you here. This is not hard to start. You don't need to learn advanced coding. You just need to ask better questions. And honestly, the absolute best way to learn prompt engineering is simply by experimenting. Just dive in. The more you play around with these tools, the more you'll instinctively understand what works, what falls flat, and how to keep refining your results. I really want you to let this quote sink in, because it is the absolute core message of this entire explainer. AI is not replacing every human, but people using AI effectively may outperform people who completely ignore it. Whether the actual job title prompt engineer sticks around or changes, the people who know how to work with AI are going to have a staggering advantage over those who don't. We are still so early in this revolution. So, at its heart, prompt engineering is just learning how to communicate with AI. And as this tech grows, this skill is going to be more valuable than most people even realize right now. We are at the very beginning. So what should we explore next? If you want more simple, beginner-friendly explainers on AI, freelancing, or finance, definitely hit subscribe and drop a comment below letting me know what you want to learn next. So ask yourself, are you going to let the AI revolution pass you by, or are you going to learn how to command it? Catch you next time.